First of all, we chose this location because of the size, because of the ease of the access for anybody, to include ADA personnel. A total of 10 for people that are waiting for the vaccine. You know, they're standby status. And there's a phone number on each one of those signs. They're labeled 1 through 10. They go park there, and then we'll give them a call. We looked at this and we realized right away it's going to be a great facility for us, because it's about 25,000 square feet total and 23,000 square feet right here in this central portion. Ceilings are at least 20 feet tall. And the way it's going to happen is that people are going to be greeted here at the door. They're going to have their temperature checked right away. They'll be sent over to a greeter table over here. These are the cues for the different vaccines. And we'll use as an example this one for Moderna. And so if you've got the Moderna vaccine, you'll follow this cue. And they'll dump you right at these tables. These tables are where the injections are going to take place. It's also where the screening is going to take place. Total number of tables here, screeners and vaccinator teams, is going to be 48. So one chair for the vaccinator, the other chair for the screener, the third chair for the patient. Once they've gone through the vaccination, received the vaccination, they'll move down to the front of the building over here. We have over 100 chairs set up, and individuals will wait in that waiting area, that observation area, and for 15 or 30 minutes, depending on what their medical profile is. First, before they are released, they have to get their second dose appointment. And so we set up a series of tables over there on the far wall for those second dose appointments. And that seems to be where the bottleneck has been in the past. So we're going to increase the size of the second dose appointment table. Big clock up there so people can see what time it is when their time in the chair is expired. We'll have about 100 volunteers from around the community here working with us, and they are volunteers, nurses, doctors, EMS personnel, and a lot of them have come in time and time again, regardless of the impact on their own personal schedule, to help us. And you know, we owe them a debt of gratitude, because they're Johnny on the spot and they work so hard. Anticipate being able to do 3,000 people a day here, up to 7 days a week if necessary.
And my understanding is that we are not paying rent for this space, we're paying utilities only.
That's correct.
So between that and the volunteers, there's just been a huge savings for Ulster County taxpayers.
To me, one of the biggest takeaways here is at the high school, we were able to do up to 1,500 doses a day. Now, as you heard Dan say, we can do somewhere from 2,500 to maybe even up to 3,000 a day, which would be doubling our daily capacity. So at that rate, plus the fact that we're adding a state site in the county, if the supply were there, we could literally vaccinate the rest of our population in 1 month. So this site is open like all the sites in the state. These sites are open for all New York State residents. Our UCAT bus system, we've adapted our routes, and actually the mall is already on our routes, but we are picking up the frequency of that, and we still have the capability in place where anyone who needs a ride can actually call Ulster County Area Transit UCAT, and we can do door-to-door service. We just need about 24 hours of notice, and then we can actually schedule a pickup. So we don't want transportation to be an obstacle. The other great thing about this site is parking and access are just much easier, especially for those with disabilities. So that's another great advantage of this site.